Talking about the functions of human resource department, we have moved to the next function, that is training and development. We have studied almost all functions of human resource department till now, and we have studied the recruitment, selection, and we have studied that HR department is preparing contract of employment. They are working on the work-life balance of employee, and a lot of more things we have talked about. Now, the training the workforce to achieve the objectives of business is also the job of a human resource department. Let's define training first. Yeah, if we substitute it with one sentence, it will be work-related education. Work-related education, or we can say work-related education to increase the workforce skill and efficiency. To increase the workforce skill and efficiency. That is what we call training. There are three types of training about which we are going to talk about. One is induction training. Second is on-the-job training. And third is off-the-job training. Let's talk about them individually. What are these trainings? Let's talk about the induction training first. The training that should be given to all new workers when they join the business organization. That's why we define as training provided to the new employee by the employer. Training provided by the new to the new employee. Sorry, I've written it. To the new employee by the employer at the time of joining. Of business at the time of joining the job. How induction training is provided? Induction training is provided by a visit of factory, for example. Induction training is provided by meeting with the seniors or colleagues or the juniors. An introduction by a lecture to the basic system of the business organizations. This is what we call induction training. What it aims to? It aims to introduce them to the people they will be working with the most closely. It also aims to explain them the internal organizational structure. It also aims them to explain them, outline them the layout of the premises and make clear essential health and safety issues that they will be following in the business. And for example, they can be given training about when a fire breaks up or down or something like that. So how should they handle it? Now, what are the advantages of induction training? First of all, it reduces the worker turnover. How? Because Sometimes work is difficult and employees joins them and find the work difficult and leave immediately. If you give them basic training, there are likely chances that they will stay. It reduces the worker turnover. It also ensures the operational efficiency. I was talking about that it ensures operational efficiency. Workers do their best of produce best out of them because they are immediately trained for which they are hired, and it also ensures the better productivity of the worker from start. Coming to the disadvantages. First of all, it delays in production process. If you are giving them training for 1 or 2 days, Zahira, they won't be working. And the second, a cost is involved. Cost is involved in every kind of training. Coming to the second type of training, that is on-the-job training. On-the-job training is another method of training in which employees are trained during the working hours. Employees are trained during the working hours while doing the actual job. In fact, their seniors train them and they identify the actual problem that the employee is facing, and the instructors or the line managers train them exactly what they are needed for. This is done by many ways. For example, by mentorship. You are given under the training of some senior employee, by lectures by some senior employees, by watching. You can watch a senior employee working and learn that how the job is done. So this is also called hand-to-hand training. What are the advantages of on-the-job training? Simple and easy. Cheap, because senior employees do not charge any money for training. I was saying that it's cheap because the senior employees won't charge anything for training the junior employees, and it also results in quick learning. There is another advantage that we state for it, that is it increases immediate productivity. And also we state that exact problems are addressed. So these are the advantages of on-the-job training. Coming to the disadvantages, uh, every senior might not be a trainer or teacher, because being a teacher requires some different attributes. Every senior might not be a trainer. Secondly, it creates disturbances during the working hours. Thirdly, it also, as a result of this disturbance, low productivity during the working hours. And there is also one more thing. People might not take the internal trainer that seriously. So concluding this, on-the-job training, as I told you, involve instruction at the place of work that are provided by some senior employees. They are sometimes even conducted by the HR manager or the departmental training officers. So we can watch them working closely, who are our seniors, as I told you, who are experienced member of staff, and who are using the raw materials in a better and efficient way as compared to us. That's why we use this kind of training, and it, as I told you, that it teaches employees immediately those things in which he is lacking. Coming to the off the job training, the third type of training. Employees are trained at a site away from business. And they are usually trained by some external trainer. It's called off the job training. Off the job training involve lectures, role plays, conferences, etc. What are the advantages of off the job training? Uh, Off the job training is considered more effective as compared to other types of training, because when people spend money and attend the training, they usually listen to the external trainer more seriously, actually. It brings new ideas to the businesses. And skills. It reduces the chances of errors because employees become more efficient. And it does not create any disturbances during the working hours. Coming to the disadvantages, It is very expensive because external trainer usually charge high sums of money. During the production days, there is no productivity. During the training days, there is no productivity. And there is one disadvantage that is very common, that employees with better skills can easily leave the jobs. They find better opportunities always. So summing up the off-the-job training, we say that it covers any courses of instructions away from the place of work. This could take place in a specialist training centers, sometimes belonging to the company itself, or it could be a course organized by outside body, by the external trainers. It could be in a college, university, or some other center. So this is what we call the off-the-job training, and it is considered more effective because it transfers more skilled knowledge, and it transfers more the productivity skills inside the employees that make employees more efficient. So this was the training and development for employees.